Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unlock Your Learning. Friends, today we are going to learn about integers. Now friends, what are these integers? First, to understand integers, we know two types of numbers, whole numbers and natural numbers. So first let's discuss about those. So first number here we have is whole number. Alright, and the numbers we get to see in whole number start from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3 and so on. Alright, it keeps on moving till infinity, okay? And then next type of number we discussed were natural numbers. Alright, and the numbers which we get to see in natural numbers don't start from 0, they start from 1, alright? And 1 and 2, 3, 4 and so on, alright? So, these are the two types of numbers, whole numbers and natural numbers. As you can see, whole numbers start from 0 and natural numbers start from 1, okay? But today we are discussing about integers. So, what type of numbers we get to see in integers? So, we get negative numbers and positive numbers. And what are those numbers now? You take any number. First, let's see negative number. So, for example, let's take 7 here, okay? Now, to make this a negative number, just simply put a minus mark over here. And this becomes a negative numbers. Same way, minus 5 you can take. It is also a negative number. Minus 8, it is also a negative number. Minus 15 is also a negative number and it keeps on moving so on. Now friends, what are positive numbers? So, let's take any number here, like let's say 12, alright? So, to make this a positive number, we use a plus mark in front. We write it like this, okay? But when you are writing positive numbers, it is not necessary to put this plus mark, or you can just simply write 12. Then also it is considered as a positive number. But in negative numbers, it is mandatory to put this minus sign before the number. So, let's see what are the numbers we get in integers. So, we discussed two types of numbers. First one was negative number. Alright. And the second one was positive number. But friend, over here there is one more number which joins the integers, and that is 0 over here. 0 is at the center. Okay, so next number which joins integers is 0, and last type of number, positive. Numbers, alright? Okay, so these three are the types of number: negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. But friends, over here as you can see, we have written 0 separately. Why haven't we taken 0 in a positive number or a negative number? Because 0 is neither a negative number nor a positive number. It is the center point and it is not a negative number and a positive number. Friends, to make things more clearer and understand integers more clearly, we can see how can we represent integers on a number line, okay? And that is also a very important point you need to know when you are learning about integers. So, now we know what is a number line. As it is like this, we draw a number line and mark mark into separate points. But friends, over here there is a rule. 0 should be in the center of your number line. So let us consider the center over here like this, alright? And we write 0 over here. So the first type of number we wrote is 0 on the number line. But two more numbers are negative numbers and positive numbers. So where can we write those? So this is very important point. Whenever you are writing positive numbers, the numbers should be written to the right of 0, alright? To the right of 0. And when you are writing negative numbers on a number line, the negative numbers should be to the left of 0, okay? So let's suppose over here we write a positive number 1, then we have 2, then let's say 3, then 4, and then 5, okay? So as you can see, we have marked the number line from 0 to 5, and these numbers are positive numbers because you might get confused. As I told you, we have to add a plus sign, but it is not necessary to put a plus sign. If you don't put a plus sign, then even it is considered a positive integer, positive number. And on this side, let's mark the negative numbers. So minus 1, minus 2, and then minus 3, and then minus 4, and in last minus 5, like this, alright? As you can see, on this side we have labeled the negative numbers. So I hope now you all are able to label the numbers, the negative numbers, the positive numbers, and most importantly this 0 which should be in the center. Now friends, one more important thing over here, that is comparison. Okay, so we are going to compare two integers over here. So for example, let's take minus 4 here. Alright, minus 4 compared to, let's suppose 2. Alright, now friends, if we have to compare over here, first we need to mark these two. So as you can see, here we have minus 4, here we have plus 2 or a positive 2 over here. Now you might say that minus 4 will be bigger than 2 because 4 is greater than 2. But friends, as you can see, we have a minus sign. So always remember, if you are comparing, when we move, let's say this 2 is over here, and when we move from right to left, the numbers are lesser. As you can see, we move from 2 to 1, 1 is smaller than 2, and same way from 2 to 0 it is smaller than 2, and same way now we enter the negative number. So from 2 and minus 1 will be smaller than 2, and the opposite happens over here. So when you go from left to the right, let's say from 2 to 4, this 4 will be bigger, which is a positive 4, okay? And if you say over here negative 4, it is to the left of your number towards 2. So this will be small. It will not be greater, and this is very important. Many of you might get confused. So minus 4 is smaller than plus 2. Friends, now let's see how can we add and subtract integers, okay? So first let's see how can we add a positive number. So let's take an example. So for example, let's suppose 1 plus 4 is equal to, okay? So this is very simple, you all might be able to do, but here if you are doing this on a number line, remember this, whenever you are adding, you have to go from left to right, and whenever we are subtracting, we have to go from right to the left, okay? So here we have 1 here, so 1 is over here, and next number we have to add it 4 times, so we should move 4 times to the right to find the answer. So from 1, here we go 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps, and 4 steps and we reach 5 over here. Okay, that is 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Okay, now let's see how can we add negative numbers. Okay, so let's take minus 2 here plus, let's say, 3. Alright, so minus 2 plus 3 over here we have like this. So if we will compare, if we will add them, so here we have minus 2 over here. Now if you will add them, you will simply just say minus 5, because you can see from minus 2 to minus 3 1 step, minus 3 to 4 2 steps, and minus 4 to minus 5 is equal to 3 steps. So you might say minus 5, but no, that will be wrong. So because I told you whenever you are adding, you have to go from left to right on the number line only. Okay, so from 2, if we will go 3 steps forward to the right, yes, you can see we reach minus 1 1 step, 0 gives us 2 steps, and positive 1 is on the 3rd step, and now we don't have to move anymore. That is, the answer becomes 1, because we move 3 steps to the forward. As you can see, 1, 2 and 3, and we landed on positive 1. Okay, now let's say how can we subtract integers. So let's take our first problem. So let's suppose we have 4 here, 4 minus 3. Okay, so 4 minus 3, let's see what will we get when we will subtract 3 from 4? 1. But friends, over here the rule says when you are subtracting, you have to go from right to the left. So let's take this number. Here we have 4, and if we go to the left of 4 3 times, so 1, 2 and 3. So we land on 1. So we will write 1 over here. Same ways, let's take how can we subtract negative numbers. So let's see. Here let's take our first problem. So we have minus 1 plus minus, as you can see, minus 1 minus 3, let's say 2. Okay, so that gives us, let's suppose here we have minus 1 over here, and if we move 2 steps to the back over here, as I said we need to move to the left whenever we are subtracting. So from 1 step and 2 steps, so we reach 3 over here, negative 3. That means we will write negative 3 as our answer, minus 3. Okay, so all friends, this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching my video and also understood the concept of integers. Also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon down below so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed watching. Till then, stay home, stay safe, wear a mask, maintain social distancing, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.